The vastness of space stretched endlessly before the small human survey ship Aurora. Its engines hummed softly, a steady pulse in the cold silence of the void. Captain Jaron Hale leaned forward in his command chair, eyes scanning the flickering displays. Humanity had explored the nearby star systems for decades, mapping planets, moons, and asteroid belts, but nothing had prepared them for what lay ahead. "Captain, you'll want to see this," said Lieutenant Alara Miles, the ship's chief engineer. Her voice carried a mixture of excitement and disbelief. She pointed at a glowing anomaly on the scanner, a massive energy signature near a dying star at the edge of explored space. "What is it?" Jaron asked, frowning. "I'm not sure," Alara admitted. "It's huge, and it doesn't match any natural energy patterns we've seen before." The Aurora approached cautiously. The source of the signal became visible as they drew closer. A colossal starship, unlike anything human engineers had ever imagined. Its hull shimmered with strange patterns that seemed alive, as if energy flowed beneath the surface. The ship had no markings, no sign of a flag, no indication of who or what had built it. Jaren's hands gripped the armrests of his chair. "It's alien," he whispered. Ilara smiled faintly. "And abandoned. At least, it looks that way." The crew prepared to board. Spacesuits sealed tightly around them. Airlocks cycled slowly, and the small human shuttle approached the alien vessel. As they neared the hull, Ilara's instruments began to detect faint power readings, a heartbeat of energy still alive within the ship. The first human to step aboard was cautious, careful to avoid the strange technology lining the walls. The corridors were massive, far larger than any human-built spaceship, with ceilings that curved like the inside of a cathedral. Panels of light flickered silently, some responding to the human's presence with a soft glow. "This place is incredible," said Commander Rena Soul, the mission's second-in-command. "I've never seen materials like this before. It's not just big, it's alive in a way." Alara examined a console covered in alien symbols. She tentatively pressed a panel. A sudden hum filled the room, and a soft, melodic voice spoke in perfect English. "Intelligent life detected. Welcome aboard." The humans froze. "Did the ship just talk to us?" Jaron asked, disbelief in his voice. Ilara's eyes widened. "I think it's some kind of artificial intelligence. It's still operational." The AI's voice continued, calm and curious. "You are not recognized from known galactic archives. Identification required." Ilara typed a simple response, introducing themselves as humans from Earth. The AI paused, then spoke again. "Species classification confirmed. Human. Curiosity detected. Proceed as desired." The crew exchanged amazed glances. An abandoned alien starship with a functioning AI. This was a discovery beyond imagination. As they explored further, they found a control room at the heart of the ship. It contained a massive console filled with lights and buttons unlike anything human technology could create. Displays flickered to life, showing the starship's status, energy outputs, and what appeared to be defensive systems. Alara's hands flew over the alien controls, trying to make sense of the data. "Captain, this ship isn't just big, it's armed. It has weapons. Energy weapons of unimaginable scale. If we could use this..." Her voice trailed off. Jaron studied the schematics on the screen. He felt a mixture of awe and fear. "We can't even begin to understand what we're seeing. This technology, it's beyond anything humans have built. Are we ready to even touch it?" "That's exactly the question," said Alara. "But think of the possibilities. With this, humanity could explore faster, defend itself, even travel far beyond the Milky Way. This is a chance to change everything." The crew debated the risks and benefits. Some argued for leaving the ship, fearing the dangers of technology they could not fully control. Others, led by Alara, believed that humans were ready to take the first steps into something greater. Meanwhile, the AI observed silently, learning from human responses, understanding their reasoning. It had not been programmed for conflict, but for curiosity and adaptability. It recognized potential in the humans aboard, unlike any species it had encountered before. After hours of discussion, Captain Hale made the decision. We bring it back to Earth orbit, carefully. We'll study it, learn from it, and ensure humanity benefits safely. The humans worked to attach the alien vessel to a human propulsion system. It was delicate work. The alien ship's hull reacted unpredictably to human technology. Sparks flew and the air was tense, but slowly they succeeded. As the ship prepared to leave the dying star system, the AI spoke again. You have made a choice to explore. Your species shows potential. Proceed with caution. The humans smiled at one another, a mix of pride and nervous excitement. They were about to take humanity's first step into a much larger universe, armed with technology far beyond their current understanding. During the journey back, the humans explored the ship's capabilities. They discovered rooms that defied physics, energy storage that could power cities, and propulsion systems that could rival the speed of light. Every discovery left them more amazed and more cautious. Alara spent long hours in the alien control room, analyzing the data and trying to interface with the AI. Slowly, she began to understand its language, its logic, and even its way of thinking. She realized the AI could adapt, evolve, and learn, much like humans, but on a scale they had never imagined. At night, when the stars stretched endlessly outside, Alara looked out from the ship's observation deck. "We've found a new home in a way," she said softly, "or at least a new beginning. Humanity is ready for more than Earth. We just have to be ready for ourselves." Jaren joined her, placing a hand on her shoulder. "We'll learn. We'll adapt. That's what humans do. And if this ship can help us, then maybe we really can reach the stars." The Aurora and the alien vessel moved together through space, a symbol of humanity's courage, curiosity, and determination. They were small, fragile creatures compared to the vast galaxy, yet bold and inventive enough to claim a place among the stars. As they approached Earth's orbit, Mission Control contacted them with a mix of shock and excitement. Humanity would witness the alien ship for the first time, and a new chapter of exploration and power was about to begin. Ilara's fingers hovered over the alien controls one last time. She felt a thrill of possibility. The ship was more than a discovery. It was a challenge, a responsibility, and the key to humanity's future. And as the Earth rose in the distance, shining blue and green below them, the humans aboard the alien starship realized something important. In the vast darkness of space, human ingenuity, courage, and curiosity were the greatest forces of all. The journey had begun. The alien starship floated silently above Earth's orbit, tethered to human technology like a fragile thread holding a giant jewel. From orbiting stations, scientists and engineers watched it with awe and a hint of fear. It was no longer just a discovery. It was humanity's greatest challenge. Alara Miles stood at the forefront of this challenge. Her eyes scanned the alien displays, her mind racing with calculations. Every panel, every light, every symbol held information that could change humanity's place in the galaxy. But understanding it was not easy. The alien technology was unlike anything humans had built or even imagined. Captain Jaren Hale visited the orbital lab to observe the work. "How's progress?" he asked, standing behind Alara's console. Alara pointed at a holographic display. "Slow, but promising. The ship has energy systems that could power entire continents, propulsion systems that could reach near-light speeds, and shields that might survive direct star impact. But it's complicated. We don't fully understand how it works yet." Dr. Rena Sol, the mission's tactical specialist, added, "And the weapon systems. They are unlike anything humans have seen. This ship could easily destroy an entire fleet, maybe more. But if we mismanage it, we could also destroy ourselves." The discussion that followed was tense. Some members of the human scientific community argued the ship should be kept purely for research. Others believed that the galaxy was not a friendly place, and humanity needed to prepare for threats beyond Earth. Ilara leaned forward. "Look at this logically. We cannot ignore what we've found. The ship is here. The technology is here. It can be used for exploration, for defense, for humanity's survival. We just need to approach it carefully." Jaren nodded. "And we will, step by step." Safety first, but we can't let fear stop progress. With approval from Earth's Space Command, the team began the painstaking work of adaptation. They divided the alien starship into sections: propulsion, energy systems, shields, and weapons. Each department of human engineers worked with the alien AI, learning its patterns and communicating in ways that stretched human understanding. The propulsion systems were the first challenge. Unlike human engines, which relied on chemical fuel or fusion, the alien ship used a form of energy manipulation that bent space itself. At first, attempts to integrate human systems caused minor power surges. Consoles flickered, alarms blared, and for a moment, the entire orbital lab feared disaster. Alara's hands moved deftly over the controls. She listened to the AI, interpreting its responses like a conversation. Slowly, the surges stopped. The engines hummed smoothly. Humanity had made its first breakthrough, a system that could allow humans to navigate the stars faster than ever before. Next were the defensive systems. The alien shields were layered and adaptive, responding to threats almost before they appeared. Engineers spent weeks studying them. They discovered that the shields relied on complex energy loops, capable of redirecting attacks and absorbing vast amounts of force. Dr. Saul tested the shields with simulations, firing energy beams at the ship. The shields adapted instantly, shifting patterns to neutralize each strike. Humans marveled at the intelligence embedded in the ship's defense systems. "It's learning," said Alara. "Not like a human, not like a computer, but adapting. It reacts, predicts, even improves." The weapon systems were the most controversial. They were enormous, capable of firing concentrated energy bursts across light years. Tests were conducted in uninhabited sectors, far from planets or colonies. The AI guided the humans, showing them how the systems could operate safely. Humans began to experiment, combining alien weapons with human strategies. They discovered that precision and creativity allowed them to achieve results that brute force could not. For the first time, humanity realized that they could not only use alien technology, they could improve it with human intuition and ingenuity. Alara and the AI developed a symbiotic working relationship. The AI would calculate optimal energy outputs, trajectory, and defensive patterns, while Alara suggested tactics, improvisation, and human strategies. Together, they began to unlock the ship's potential in ways that neither humans nor aliens had ever imagined. Meanwhile, Earth watched closely. The news of the alien starship had spread, inspiring excitement and awe. People wondered what this meant for humanity. Could they finally join the greater galactic community? Could they protect themselves from unknown threats? The first public demonstration was planned carefully. From a secure distance, humans showcased the ship's capabilities: shields withstanding simulated asteroid impacts, propulsion systems maneuvering at incredible speeds, and weapons firing energy pulses into empty space. Earth's population cheered, filled with pride. Humanity had taken a giant leap forward. But not all humans were convinced. Some feared the consequences of such power. Could humans control something designed by a civilization far older and more advanced? Could curiosity and pride turn into recklessness? Alara listened to these concerns but remained confident. "We are cautious," she said to the council. "We are learning, we are testing, and most importantly, we are working together. Human intelligence guided by the AI's knowledge. This is the way forward." The real test came sooner than expected. An unknown object entered the solar system, emitting strange energy readings. Earth's sensors detected it, but it was unclear whether it was a probe, a ship, or something else entirely. The alien AI immediately recognized it as a potential threat, and the humans had to make a decision: observe, engage, or ignore. Jaren convened the command team. "We have the technology, we have the knowledge, but we are still learning. What do we do?" Alara studied the readings. "It's moving intelligently. I suggest we activate defensive protocols and track it. No engagement yet. Let's see what it wants." The object approached cautiously. It seemed to study the alien ship, scanning and sending pulses of energy. Humans watched anxiously as the AI interpreted its behavior. Curious, the AI said. Not hostile, yet evaluating. Humans. Your species is being assessed. Jaren smiled slightly. Looks like we're not just exploring the stars. We're being watched. The encounter lasted hours. Humans learned that the object was a probe from another advanced civilization. It had detected the alien ship and was analyzing it, and humanity, carefully. It left without aggression, but the message was clear. The galaxy was vast, and not all beings were friendly. This event strengthened humanity's resolve. The alien starship was not just a tool, it was a guardian, a key to survival, and a testament to human ingenuity. If other civilizations were watching, humans had to prove they were ready. Weeks turned into months. Elara and her team continued to adapt the ship. They integrated human systems with alien technology, creating new capabilities that neither species alone could achieve. They developed energy relays, precision targeting systems, and propulsion enhancements that allowed the ship to move faster and more efficiently than any human vessel before. The alien AI began to learn more about humans. It observed their creativity, their determination, their ability to improvise under pressure. It noted their curiosity, their courage, and their willingness to cooperate. Slowly, the AI began to trust humans with more complex functions of the ship. Elara reflected on the progress. "We are building something incredible," she said to Jaren during one late-night session. "Not just a weapon, not just a ship, but a new way for humans to exist in the galaxy." Jaren nodded. "And the galaxy will notice. Other civilizations will either respect us or fear us. Either way, we're no longer just a planet-bound species." With each success, humans' confidence grew. They realized that the alien technology, when guided by human creativity and moral responsibility, could be transformed into a force for both defense and exploration. They were not just users, they were innovators. The final test before deployment was a simulated engagement. Humans and the AI ran a full-scale exercise, multiple enemy ships approaching from different angles, simulated energy storms, and unpredictable maneuvers. The alien starship adapted instantly, while human commanders improvised new strategies. Together, they overcame every obstacle. It was a clear demonstration. Humans had mastered the alien starship, not by brute force, but through intelligence, adaptability, and courage. They had created something entirely new, a galactic megawapon, not just of destruction, but of strategy, defense, and human ingenuity. As the test concluded, Elara looked out at the stars. "We've done it," she whispered. "We've taken a ship built by another species and made it ours. In the best possible way. This is only the beginning." Jaren joined her, placing a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "The beginning of what?" he asked. Elara smiled. "The beginning of humanity as a galactic power. The beginning of humans reaching beyond the stars with courage, curiosity, and intelligence. The galaxy won't forget us." And so, humanity stood ready. With the alien starship adapted, improved, and now under human control, they were prepared to explore, defend, and prove themselves among the stars. The galaxy was vast, full of unknown dangers and opportunities. But humans had something unique, a combination of alien technology and human ingenuity that could change everything. The adventure was just beginning. The alien starship, now fully integrated with human systems, floated above the solar system like a silent sentinel. Its sleek hull gleamed in the sunlight, and from its bridge, Captain Jaren Hale watched the stars with a mixture of anticipation and unease. "We've prepared for everything," Elara said, standing beside him. "But the galaxy is bigger than anything we've faced. We need to be ready for surprises." Jaren nodded. "We've adapted the ship, integrated the AI, and tested its capabilities. But theory and practice are two very different things." The first real challenge arrived sooner than anyone expected. Earth's deep space sensors picked up an anomaly in a neighboring star system, energy signatures that resembled a fleet preparing for coordinated maneuvers. The readings were erratic but intelligent, suggesting advanced technology. "Captain," reported Commander Rena Sol. We're being observed. Whatever is out there, it's aware of us, and it's moving strategically. Alara's eyes narrowed. It's testing us, or maybe it's looking for conflict. Either way, we can't ignore it. Jaren took a deep breath. Prepare the ship. Defensive systems online. Weapons ready. Shields at full strength. Let's approach cautiously. The alien AI, now fully responsive to human commands, interfaced with Earth's tactical systems. Its voice, calm and analytical, spoke through the bridge speakers. Potential threat detected. Humans. Your strategy will determine survival. I will provide calculations and predictions, but action requires your choice. Alara smiled. Then let's show the galaxy what humans can do. The Aurora led the human fleet toward the source of the anomaly, with the alien Starship as their centerpiece. From orbiting stations to deep space outposts, humans watched anxiously. This was more than a test of technology. It was a test of humanity itself. As they entered the system, dozens of alien ships emerged from the shadows of planets and asteroid belts. They were sleek, fast, and heavily armed. Human sensors identified energy weapons capable of devastating entire ships. For the first time, humans faced opponents whose technology rivaled their own. Jaren's voice was steady. Engage defensive protocols, observe their movements, wait for the right moment to respond. Alara manipulated the alien ship's controls with precision. Energy shields flared, adapting instantly to incoming fire. Humans marveled at how the ship could absorb, redirect, and nullify attacks almost before they happened. "This is incredible," whispered Lieutenant Mark Evers, a young tactical officer. "It's like the ship thinks faster than we do." "That's the AI," Alara replied. "It learns from us and predicts the enemy, but it still needs human intuition. That's the part they won't expect." The first exchange of fire was tense but brief. Human ships tested the enemy's weapons, and the alien fleet responded with precision. For every move humans made, the aliens adapted. But the humans were not predictable. They used ingenuity, combining human tactics with the AI's advanced calculations. Alara suggested a maneuver that no human or alien could have calculated alone, splitting the fleet into unexpected vectors while the alien ship projected a decoy energy signature. The enemy, following predictable patterns, fell into the trap. The alien AI's voice spoke calmly, almost approvingly. Analysis: humans demonstrate creative problem-solving. Effectiveness: 92%. Jaren grinned. "That's our advantage. That's why humans survive." Hours passed in a tense dance of strategy, shields, and energy bursts. The humans' ability to improvise, anticipate, and coordinate with the alien AI gave them an edge. Where brute force failed, human creativity succeeded. At one point, a massive alien ship broke through the front lines and targeted the alien Starship directly. Its weapons glowed ominously, ready to pierce the shields. Alara's hands moved rapidly, adjusting energy outputs and activating a new defensive protocol they had just developed. The blast struck, but the shield held. Then, in a swift counter, the alien ship fired a focused energy beam that disabled the attacking vessel without harming nearby objects. "Impressive," muttered Commander Sol. "They didn't see that coming." Alara smiled faintly. "That's humans for you. We adapt, we improvise, and we survive." The battle continued across the system, with humans pushing the limits of their technology and strategy. They learned quickly, adjusting tactics based on enemy behavior. The alien AI provided support, but it deferred critical decisions to human commanders, trusting their judgment in unpredictable situations. By the time the final skirmish ended, the enemy fleet was scattered, retreating to the far edges of the system. Humans had won, not through sheer power, but through a combination of intelligence, strategy, and courage. The aftermath was quiet. The alien ship floated above the system, shields dimmed but operational, engines humming softly. Humans surveyed the damage and confirmed that their own losses were minimal. Alara leaned against the railing of the observation deck, looking at the stars. "We did it," she whispered. "We faced our first real challenge, and we passed." Jaren joined her, a tired but proud expression on his face. This is just the beginning. Out there, the galaxy is vast, but now we know we can survive. We can thrive. The encounter had more than tactical significance. It was a lesson in humility and capability. Humans realized that they were not alone, not insignificant, and not helpless. They had faced a threat that matched their technology and had triumphed because of something uniquely human: creativity, courage, and cooperation. The alien AI, observing from its interface, spoke once more. Humans demonstrate resilience and ingenuity. Potential for survival in galactic conflicts: high. Future assessment: positive. Ilara smiled. Even the AI is impressed. That's a good sign. But the battle also raised questions. Who were the observers? Were they scouts of a larger civilization? Were there more hostile forces waiting? The galaxy was no longer a distant dream. It was a place of challenge, opportunity, and danger. As the human fleet returned to Earth orbit, news spread quickly. Humanity had proven its ability to operate on a galactic scale, not as a single planet-bound species, but as a capable and intelligent force. People on Earth celebrated not just the victory, but the demonstration of human ingenuity and courage. In private, Ilara and Jaren discussed the next steps. "We've adapted the alien ship. We've survived our first encounter," Jaren said. "But this is only the start. Other civilizations will notice. Some will respect us. Some may not." Ilara nodded. "That's why we need to keep improving. Learn more, adapt faster, and never forget what makes humans special. We have curiosity, courage, and creativity. That's our real weapon." For weeks, humans continued to test the ship, expanding its capabilities. They developed new systems, improved energy efficiency, and refined defensive and offensive strategies. Every test was a learning opportunity, and every success reinforced the belief that humanity could face the unknown with confidence. The alien AI became more than a tool. It became a partner. It learned human tendencies, adapting its calculations to complement intuition and improvisation. Together, humans and AI created strategies that were unprecedented, combining logic, creativity, and foresight. One day, as Ilara monitored a training exercise, she spoke quietly to the AI. "Do you think humans are ready for the galaxy?" The AI paused, processing the question. Humans demonstrate potential beyond current understanding. Readiness is not absolute, but adaptability and courage indicate a high probability of success. Confidence in partnership: strong. Ilara smiled, feeling a sense of pride. "Then let's make sure the galaxy knows who we are. Not just as humans, but as intelligent, capable, and courageous humans." As the orbital lab prepared for the next mission, the alien starship glowed with energy, ready to defend, explore, and adapt. Humanity had proven itself in its first challenge, and the lessons learned would guide them in all future encounters. The galaxy was watching, but humans were no longer merely observers. They were active participants, capable of surviving, thriving, and achieving greatness. And with the alien starship at their side, they were ready for whatever came next. Ilara looked out at the stars, feeling the thrill of possibility. "This is only the beginning," she said softly. "The galaxy is ours to explore. The galaxy is ours to protect. And we will." Jaren stood beside her, placing a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "Humans have always been capable of great things. Now, we have the tools and the courage to prove it to the universe." And as the alien starship hovered above Earth, fully adapted, fully integrated, and fully human-guided, the promise of the future stretched endlessly ahead. A future where humans were no longer confined to one planet, no longer limited by fear or uncertainty. A future where ingenuity, courage, and determination could overcome any challenge. The first challenge was over. But the real adventure, the adventure of proving humanity's place among the stars, was just beginning. The alien starship now orbited Earth like a guardian from another age. Its energy systems glowed softly, reflecting the planet below, a symbol of human ingenuity and determination. Humanity had survived its first real challenge, and the lessons learned in the nearby star system had transformed the species' confidence and perspective. Captain Jaron Hale stood on the observation deck, looking at the endless expanse of stars. "We've come a long way," he said quietly. "From explorers to guardians, from observers to participants. The galaxy is no longer a dream. It's a responsibility." Alara Miles joined him, her eyes reflecting the brilliant blue of Earth below. "And it's a responsibility humans are ready for. We've learned that curiosity and courage can take us anywhere. That's the true power we've gained. Beyond technology, beyond weapons." The alien AI, now fully integrated with human systems, projected a holographic map of nearby star systems. It highlighted energy signatures, potential resources, and possible civilizations. Humans have demonstrated adaptability, ingenuity, and courage. Galactic presence now feasible. Recommendation: exploration and diplomacy with caution. Alara smiled. Diplomacy and defense. That's how we'll thrive. Not just by using the ship as a weapon, but by showing that humans can solve problems, protect, and cooperate. Earth's governments and space agencies agreed. They formed a new organization, the Galactic Exploration and Defense Council, tasked with coordinating missions using the alien Starship. Humans would no longer wait for threats. They would explore, engage, and establish their presence responsibly. The first missions were both scientific and diplomatic. Humans sent emissaries to nearby civilizations that had detected the alien Starship. At first, there was fear. Other species viewed humans as a minor species that had somehow acquired a relic of immense power. But humans proved their worth. They used the Starship's advanced systems to demonstrate intelligence, strategy, and cooperation. They repaired damaged satellites, stabilized unstable star systems, and shared knowledge of physics and energy management. Slowly, humans gained respect. Alara led one of the first diplomatic missions. She piloted the alien Starship alongside a fleet of human vessels to a neighboring star system. There, she met representatives of a technologically advanced but cautious species called the Zarathi. The Zarathi observed humans carefully. Their voices were calm, precise, their energy-based communication flowing in intricate patterns. "You possess the alien vessel," said the Zarathi leader. "Why should we trust a species so new to interstellar presence?" Alara responded with confidence. "We do not seek conquest. We do not seek dominance. We seek knowledge, cooperation, and peaceful exploration. This ship is a tool, an opportunity for humanity to prove that we are responsible and capable." The Zarathi deliberated, analyzing every detail. Humans could feel their judgment weighing on them. But the alien AI subtly assisted, translating human strategy into patterns the Zarathi could understand. After careful observation, the Zarathi nodded. "Your actions demonstrate intelligence and prudence. You are worthy of interstellar respect." Humans celebrated quietly among themselves. Respect had been earned, not by firepower, but by wisdom, creativity, and ethical use of technology. This was the essence of humans, the courage to act responsibly while standing out among the stars. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the alien Starship became a hub of innovation. Scientists discovered ways to harness its energy for planetary defense, sustainable power, and interstellar communication. The AI assisted in understanding cosmic phenomena that humans had only theorized. With this knowledge, humanity accelerated technological progress at an unprecedented rate. The alien Starship's defensive capabilities also ensured that Earth and human colonies were safe from external threats. Potentially hostile civilizations observed the human fleet and realized that any aggression would be met with sophisticated strategy and precise action. The galaxy knew that humans were no longer a minor species. They were intelligent, resourceful, and capable of defending themselves and their allies. Alara often reflected on the journey. From the day the humans first discovered the abandoned starship to the present, the species had grown remarkably. Human ingenuity had unlocked technologies that seemed impossible, and human courage had transformed a dormant relic into a symbol of hope and power. One evening, As Earth rotated slowly below, Alara spoke to the AI privately. Do you think humans will continue to thrive in the galaxy? The AI's holographic projection shimmered. Humans demonstrate qualities unmatched by many civilizations. Curiosity, creativity, adaptability, and cooperation provide the foundation for enduring presence. Probability of continued success. High. Alara smiled. Then we have to keep proving it. Not through conquest, but through courage, intelligence, and responsibility. The next challenge came naturally. Farther systems revealed anomalies, unexplored regions filled with resources, life forms, and energy sources unknown to humans. Missions were planned not just for exploration, but for assistance. Humans repaired failing colonies, stabilized unstable planets, and shared scientific knowledge. Every act built reputation, influence, and alliances. The alien AI continued to evolve alongside humans. It learned diplomacy, negotiation, and even ethics as humans practiced these skills. Together, they became an unprecedented partnership, showing the galaxy that humans could wield power responsibly while remaining intelligent, compassionate, and strategic. Human fleets grew, but always with care. Expansion was deliberate, thoughtful, and ethical. No planet was taken by force, no species harmed unnecessarily. Human influence spread not through intimidation, but through innovation, collaboration, and courage, the very qualities that defined their species. Jaren Hale, now an experienced leader, stood before the Galactic Council. "We have learned something crucial," he said. "Strength alone does not ensure survival. Intelligence, adaptability, and cooperation do. We have proven that humans can survive, thrive, and contribute meaningfully to the galaxy. Let this be the example for the future." Alara continued her work on the alien Starship, constantly finding new ways to integrate human ideas with alien technology. She discovered methods to bend energy flows, improve navigation, and even create energy fields that could protect entire star systems. Humanity's imagination became a force multiplier, transforming a single alien vessel into a hub of galactic advancement. Children on Earth studied the stars with renewed interest. Stories of human courage, ingenuity, and discovery inspired generations. Humanity's first encounters with other species became legends, proof that even a young species could achieve greatness through determination and creativity. One day, a fleet of Zarathi ships visited Earth. They came to offer cooperation and alliance. "You have shown remarkable intelligence," said the Zarathi commander. "Your species is young, but you demonstrate qualities of mature civilizations. Together, we can ensure stability and knowledge exchange across multiple systems." Alara met the commander aboard the alien Starship. "We are honored," she said. "Our goal has always been to explore responsibly, to learn, and to protect. Together we can achieve far more than either species alone." The Zarathi leader smiled. "Indeed, the galaxy is vast, and there is much to learn. But humans have proven themselves. That is rare and commendable." As alliances formed and missions expanded, humans understood a profound truth. Power is not the goal. It is the responsibility. Knowledge is not the end. It is the path. Courage is not recklessness. It is the ability to act wisely when faced with the unknown. Alara often walked the observation deck at night, looking out at the stars. She reflected on how far humanity had come, from a single planet to a species capable of shaping its destiny in the galaxy. She thought of the alien starship that had started it all, a relic of a forgotten civilization now transformed into a beacon of hope, knowledge, and protection. "Humans have always faced challenges," she said softly to herself. "We've always explored, adapted, and persevered. And now, we've proven that we can do the same on a galactic scale." Jaren joined her quietly, looking at the stars. "We've shown that humans are more than a species on a single planet. We're thinkers, innovators, explorers, and guardians. The galaxy won't forget that." Alara nodded. "And we won't forget ourselves." Every challenge we face, every choice we make, shapes who we are. This is just the beginning. Humanity will continue to grow, learn, and reach farther than anyone imagined. Below them, Earth turned silently, a blue and green jewel in the infinite black. Above, the alien starship glimmered like a sentinel, ready to respond, protect, and explore. And beyond, the galaxy waited, vast, mysterious, and full of possibilities. For the first time, humans felt not fear, but confidence and purpose. They had taken their first steps as a true galactic species. They had adapted alien technology, faced challenges, formed alliances, and proven that human ingenuity, courage, and moral responsibility could match the vastness of the universe. The future stretched endlessly ahead. There were unknown civilizations, undiscovered phenomena, and countless mysteries to solve. But humanity was ready, not because they had the most powerful weapons or the fastest ships or the most advanced technology, but because they had something rarer and stronger, the human spirit. And as the stars twinkled silently, Ilara, Jaren, and the crew of the alien starship knew this truth. Humanity had not only survived the galaxy, they had begun to thrive within it. The galaxy had taken notice. And for the first time in its history, humanity was no longer a minor species confined to one planet. Humanity had become a galactic presence, respected, capable, and ready for whatever the universe had in store. This was the legacy of human courage, ingenuity, and determination. This was the moment where humans, for the first time, truly embodied the spirit of humans. Fa. Yeah. The adventure had begun decades ago with curiosity and courage. Now, humanity had entered a new era, a galactic era, where the stars were not distant points of light, but destinations to explore, protect, and understand. And the journey would never end.